Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your blood.
Follow the leader when the leader.
Oh my God.
Follow the leader. 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 You ready?
It's the queen of royal badness.
It's time for the Raw Report with Robin Ayers.
Highlighting people and things you should know about.
Robin's got you covered. Follow Robin at Robin Ayers. You're listening to the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
Robin's got a lot to talk about.
The Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580, where we bring you the latest in entertainment news, trending topics, and interviews. I'm your host, Robin Ayers, and I am with you Monday through Friday. Happy Friday! Oh, yeah. And then Andy want to bring in the jams? Okay, I'm feeling it. I am feeling it. That's the jam right there. That's 90-something. I don't know. That's 90... What is that? No, that's 2000. No, that's 2000. CeCe Peniston. Happy birthday, CeCe Peniston. Wow. That is a jam. All right, well, that's good. That's very nice. That's a nice way to start off this show. Also, happy birthday to Idris Elba. I was about to say he don't get no love. He's actually got a record, too. He does music. He you gotta check it out, Andy. He does production, but he also like raps. He's done a few. You gotta check that out. It is quite interesting. Yep, Idris Elba is out here in these streets. Hello to you guys. I see you coming into our YouTube. Good evening. Good evening. I am. Did you see anything, Andy? He's got a couple. Okay. He's got a few things. There was actually a show that he did where it really, it wasn't, I don't know what kind of a movie or show. I don't forget, but it was, he was focusing as a producer in that film. So very interesting. Y'all, it is blazing up hot out there. I don't know what to say. I can't explain it, but I do know here in LA, they have been giving us severe heat, warnings to stay hydrated, stay inside. I took photos. I have proof. My thermostat, now it could be because my car was just sitting for a while, but I took 3 photos yesterday in my car. One said 116, another one said 125, the last one said 135. I kid you not. I doubt that was really the case, but it said it. It said it, and so maybe my car was just that hot, but it is blazing hot outside. So if you are listening, even right now, 6 o'clock, it was 100 degrees last night. It was probably 8 o'clock, and it was still close to 100 degrees. So yeah, the sun was down, but please take care of yourself, stay hydrated, and make sure that you are taking care of yourself. Let's go ahead and jump into some of these things. I already gave Idris Elba the shout out. I doubt Andy's gonna play any music for him. He ain't rocking with him like that. It's cool. It's cool. Yesterday, I told you guys that Jennifer Hudson had, she was giving, or yesterday or the day before, she was going to put out new music. And we now know what that music is. It's going to be a Christmas album. Do you feel like we have too many Christmas albums? Do we have too many artists giving Christmas albums? It is the easier thing to do if people who are fans of certain artists, anybody could kind of vocalize one of the traditional songs, but do we have too many? Andy?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
They don't even pop like that to me anyway, so.
Okay.
I just know TLC, B2K.
TLC has a Christmas album?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
They got a Christmas album, and I can't think of anybody else.
Mariah Carey, who
Okay,
is the
Mariah
reigning
Carey,
champ.
yeah.
She is the reigning champ of all Christmas albums. My girl, Brandy Norwood, put out a Christmas album last year, I want to say. Yeah, I mean, everybody's doing it. Everybody's putting it out. But anyway, Jennifer Hudson is adding her name in the hat. So
Those albums, for whatever reason, they don't really add much traction, though, to their careers. You know what I mean?
right. I think the hopes are that you can never go wrong around Christmas time. And I think their hopes are to really, you can still chart with those songs, Christmas albums. It's just between Michael Bublé. Between Michael Bublé and Mariah Carey, I don't think anybody is touching them.
I don't think so either.
So, I mean, but it's nice. It's nice,
Unless Taylor Swift comes out with a Christmas album.
If Taylor Swift comes out, everybody better.
Or Beyonce.
Or Beyonce. Yeah, I think maybe they've done a couple of songs here and there, but no real album. We'll see what happens with that. We'll also see what happens with Jennifer Hudson. I'm rooting for her, though. I'm rooting for her. So The Weeknd, speaking of like charting artists, like this guy is outrageous. He is it's unbelievable what this artist has done globally. He's a global artist at this point. And Billboard Brazil, their website crashed just because he released the album cover. He didn't even release the album, just the cover of what that bad boy was going to look like, and everybody went to the site and they crashed the site. That to me is mega power. And I actually don't think that gets talked about a lot. We do hear about the Taylor Swifts and the Beyoncés, and we hear about The Weeknd, but he's got a different kind of power. So anyway, that happened. Rapper NBA YoungBoy, we never talk about him, but he's just welcomed his 12th kid, y'all. I'm telling y'all, we be lining Nick Cannon up. We line him up. Here we are having a conversation about Cam Newton. What's the deal? You don't think that deserves a conversation or what? You just not sweating it, Andy? What's up?
I think I'm going to sound horrible.
It's just having kids? It's just kids?
Just NBA YoungBoy. I don't expect anything positive coming from that energy. So I'm not surprised.
You're just not surprised.
Yeah,
you don't think it should even be a conversation?
Not with him. But
he's got 12 kids. It was, by the way, 10 baby mamas. 12 kids, 10 baby mamas. Listen, I'm just putting it out there. We do not talk about this man enough. I mean, I understand what you're saying. He's living a certain kind of lifestyle, putting out certain kinds of music. Andy's not surprised. I still am kind of surprised. I still am. I just,
them type of situations for me, those are lost causes. And he's very young. But just, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong like that. You know what I mean? I don't have any sympathy for that situation.
No?
Nick Cannon, we could talk about him all day. Cam Newton, we could talk about him all day. Maybe I'm wrong for judging. Please forgive me.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So, Kim Kardashian, she's letting her 8-year-old son, Saint, get on YouTube. He started a YouTube channel, but she says she made him sign an extensive written contract. And of course, in the contract, you can read it. It's written in like a little kid's handwriting, and it says, "I will follow my mom's rules. I will not put any family business out there." Would you trust your 8-year-old kid to start a whole YouTube channel? I don't understand. I mean, there is such a thing as getting behind your kids and and sort of like trying to promote them, encourage them in their passion. But the internet is a dangerous place. It is a very dangerous place. Not only that, but you have two really famous parents. And how are they to know what's family business, what's personal business and not? How can they involve themselves in the world and learn? That's how most of us learn. We put ourselves out there and you get familiar. How is an 8-year-old supposed to know that? Andy?
How old was Northwest before she kind of started recording rapping?
Very, very young. She was still, maybe around the same age. So you're just saying, let all the kids.
No, I don't think there was much criticism with Northwest.
There was.
Okay.
There was.
Well, I missed it then.
There was.
Okay.
Especially her father, Kanye West, really spoke out against around Northwest having TikTok pages, YouTube pages, and all that stuff. And of course, the public got involved and said, don't do that.
But Kanye still put her on the album, though.
She was a little bit older. And that's under his guidance and his guardianship. To say you can have a whole YouTube page or a whole TikTok page and you have, the freedom to put out whatever you want is a little bit much for me. I wouldn't do that with an 8-year-old. My kids didn't even have cell phones in junior. I mean, it took them till they were like late in their junior high school years in order to have a cell phone. Not that and social media. They didn't have social media until, just now,
look at
yesterday.
The way you're talking, Robin.
Huh?
I say, look at the way you're talking.
What sounds judgmental?
We are in a new generation.
Uh-huh.
I didn't get a cell phone until college.
Yeah, that's different. We talk about the kids right now.
It's just a trip to me though. Now it's like, they didn't get a cell phone until high school. You get what I'm saying? Like we didn't have a cell phone at all. But these kids are growing up with it now.
It's a mistake. It's a mistake, and I don't mean to sound judgmental either, but it's definitely a mistake in my opinion to let these young kids have their own cell phone, their own social media pages. I'm just completely against it. It's just the way I feel.
One more thing though.
Okay.
We are in the era where people are streaming and these kids are finding ways to monetize.
Yeah.
So
yeah, okay. First of all, no. You should be no. There should okay, this is how I feel about that. And we will move on from this conversation, y'all. But this is how I feel about that. You don't. What do you need to monetize? So no, you might be surprised about that, but what do you need to monetize at this point? You be creative, you do things for, passion and to explore. You don't need to monetize. I am your parent. I'm supposed to take care of you. Your parents are supposed to take care of you. We're not going to put you in a position to have to make money or try to make money. Sure, be creative and get out there, but no, especially we're talking about St. West where you have 2 billionaire parents. Well, come on, you don't need to make any money. That's really not what it is. I will say this though, today we had another shooting. This is just 2 days after that other school shooting, and which is a horrible thing. It wasn't a school shooting. It was a kid who shot another kid and killed him at his high school, and they had a fight in the bathroom, and he pulled out a gun and shot the kid. These days, the reason we let our kids start to have a cell phone was because we couldn't trust the school to get in contact with us. So we said that was literally the reason, because of this whole world that we live in. It wasn't for, talking on the phone with friends. It wasn't any of that. So, let's move on and talk about the Raw Report.
Now it's time for a breakdown.
Okay, y'all, this is a trip. You might remember this guy from Soul Food. He was one of my favorites. His name is Michael Beach. He's an actor, and he is living his best life, I guess. He's living in one big happy family, and that means his ex-wife is living with him and his current wife and their kids. And it's a happy family. The older kids from his former wife, they know the difference. They're all older, and when they come over, they know that, it's a whole, half sibling situation. But he says everybody is happy. They both talked about this. Who says it's wrong? Who says it's wrong? And no, it's not a polygamous situation. There's no polyamory going on there. He says it's just they all get along. It's all happy. But who said that is wrong? Has society told us that living as one big blended family is wrong? We gotta break this down and talk about it, of course, on the other side. Also, it just so happens to be that Chris Gunther is our contributor today. We're going to get him on the line in just a moment, but I forgot. We did talk about this at one point. Tyrese is complaining, saying that his wife did not give back the name, his last name. And so we're going to revisit that conversation possibly. There's some other things that we're going to talk about as well. We're going to get started all on the other side. You are listening to The Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580. Stay there.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl BB, and you're listening to me on The Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
You're inside The Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580. Tara Smiley's new book, The Covenant with Black America, 20 years later, is now on sale everywhere. This classic text shot to #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list almost 2 decades ago. If you have the original book, you will surely want to get this 20th anniversary edition with powerful new contributions from today's leading voices. This 20th anniversary edition presents a compelling blend of historical insights and contemporary urgency in this critical and unprecedented election year. Get your copy of The Covenant with Black America 20 years later today.
Our daughter Jessie loves playing detective.
But since we discovered she has sensitive skin, we've been playing detective too.
We thought the problem was our puppy.
But it was actually our old detergent. So we switched to Tide Free and Gentle.
Tide Free and Gentle has no dyes or perfumes, so it's gentle on her skin.
If it's gotta be clean, it's gotta be Tide Free and Gentle. This back-to-school season, Tide and Downy are giving back with $1.5 million in scholarships. Enter to win. No purchase necessary. US/DC 17+. End September 30th. Rules. Tide.com/scholarship/official rules.
Thanks for calling Discover. This is Diego.
Hi, Diego. It's Jennifer Coolidge. You know, I just want to say your cashback match makes me feel so special. It really inspired me.
That's great. Doubling the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year is what we do.
Well, I'm doubling everything now. Double dating, double dipping, double feature, double header, double whammy. You know, basically double or nothing.
You earn, we match. Discover Cashback Match. See terms at discover.com/creditcard.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Single Moms Planet is a nonprofit organization dedicated to uplifting under-resourced single mom business owners and working mothers nationwide. Single Moms Planet offers comprehensive programs of financial literacy, business development, mentorship, and entrepreneurial training. They provide education, accountability, and hope. Single Moms Planet was founded by model, TV personality, and producer Nefertari Plessy. Nefertari felt firsthand the challenges that face single moms as she was raised by a working single mother. She learned that the most disadvantaged group in the United States are single mom families. According to the U.S. Census, 30% live under the poverty line. So she decided to do something about it, along with co-founder Cole Patterson. Their goal is to end the poverty cycle in single mother households through education, opportunity, and networking, providing family and child enrichment programs for under-resourced single-parent families. Single Moms Planet serves over 10,000 single moms and their children each year. Studies show that business development and financial literacy provide a positive environment for children and families, exposing them to new possibilities and opportunities. To attend one of their fun events, make a donation, or get more information, or if you need help as a single mom, please visit singlemomsplanet.org. That's singlemomsplanet.org. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Giving you your daily dose of entertainment and celebrity news.
You're inside the Rob Report.
With Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
You know, 2 days back to back. Back to back. I'm not mad at that at all. We have joining us today for the Rob Report, Chris Gunther, back on the line with us today. How are you, Chris?
Man, what's going on, Robbie? The fact that I'm with you 2 days back to back, I feel special.
Well, welcome back. Happy Friday to you. I don't know what you have planned for. Well, first of all, is it as hot where you are as it is here in LA?
Surprisingly, no. The temperature has dropped. It's been raining off and on all day. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy it because in Northeast Ohio, it seems like we could get all 4 seasons within the same day. So I'm just going to take it one day at a time, enjoy whatever is here, because I can't control the weather. I can only control how I respond.
I know, that's right. Very good, very good. There is no rain in sight for us. We are, it is heated over here, and we are just trying to take a break. Seriously, it's pretty bad. But anyway, glad to have you back, Chris. Let me ask you, before we jump into this conversation, I want to ask you, Chris, I kind of know where you're going to go with it, but still, let's be open-minded in this conversation. Let's try to look at things from every different angle. Clearly, we're going to talk about Michael Beach and his blended family all living under one roof. Is this something that you could do? I mean, I'm talking, I know you're married, but just hypothetically, ex-wife or ex-spouse, current spouse, kids, all of that. Can you do that under one roof? The answers are absolutely not. Sure, there's nothing wrong with it, or that can be confusing for the kids. What are your thoughts?
I'm going to vote, and I already have voted, absolutely not.
Okay, I
for
figured.
Several reasons. Several reasons.
Got it.
And the biggest reason is because, yes, we may have a blended family, but we are no longer married. When you were my wife, I loved when we lived under the same roof. But there's a reason why we got divorced. There is a reason why we no longer cohabitate together. You live in your house. I live in my house with my wife and our children. We will share our children, etc. But there is no way that this is just me. I can't speak for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
There is no way possible that I'm about to have my ex-wife and my current wife living in the same household with me. The devil is a liar.
Okay. He done got the devil involved and everything. Okay, let's just say, I hear your point. I think a lot of people feel that way. As a matter of fact, 78% of you say absolutely not. 22% of you say sure, there's nothing wrong with it. My question is, has society taught us that was wrong? I think a lot of the feelings that we kind of go with in life, I wonder if they're taught behaviors or if they are innate. I don't know. We'll kind of move towards that in a second. But Michael Beach, he was married to his former wife, Tracy, and they were married from 1989 to 2006. That's a long time.
Yes,
and
it is.
They have 4 children together. Well, near the end of their relationship, he met his newest wife, Elisha. I believe it's how you say her name. Well, he'll break it down for you in 1 second because we have a clip that we'll play. He has children with her as well. And it seems as though his ex-wife and his current wife are actually pretty close friends. Let's take a listen to Michael Beach kind of breaking it down from his perspective.
On Black Love, I talk about the fact that my ex-wife lives with my wife and I and our kids. It is a rare situation. She's lived with us now for 7-8 years.
Wow.
And she's literally just a part of our family because my wife and Elisha and I have 4 young kids as well.
Mm-hmm.
They know we used to be married because our older children who are in their 30s, they come over all the time, and they know that Tracy is their mom and I'm their dad, but they're brothers and sisters, but their mom is different.
Yeah.
It just become this blended family that is awkward from the outside, but it actually works perfectly. The funny thing is they're together more than we are together because I take a job, I go out of town. When I was doing Aquaman, I was in Australia for 2 months. And then right after that, I was in South Africa doing a film.
Wow.
Elisha and Tracy got closer, and Tracy was very helpful with our kids. It's funny because sometimes on social media, it always comes up, you got this thing going on.
It's poly.
It's nothing farther from the truth. Tracy is a part of my life, a part of my family. We have 4 kids together.
Right.
I just can't cut her off. It's just not going to happen.
Like he said, people look at his situation, which is a very public thing. His ex-wife, his current wife, they all talk about this on different podcasts and things like that. But they all seem to, it works for them. It works for them. And a lot of people, according to Michael Beach, he says people think that it's some like freaky type lifestyle that they got going on, or they think that it's a, polyamorous sort of situation. But he says it's not. By that definition, he doesn't have a romantic or sexual relationship with his ex-wife. It is simply, she is a part of our family. We have kids together. She's a part of my life. And so pretty much why not? And she lives with us, helps us with my kids, my current, my younger kids with my current wife. Why can't that work, though? I mean, let's just take ourselves out of it for a second, Chris, because I hear you. I'm not sure that would work for me, right? I'm not judging nobody, but I don't know that it could work for me because naturally, I would think, there are feelings that come up. You may be jealous. You may be, there's all these different types of things. But let's take ourselves, again, out of it. Why couldn't that be looked at and not frowned upon? Most people are judgmental of that. Why are we frowning upon that?
We frown upon it because it's not normal. We frown upon it because it's realistically a very confusing situation. How is it that mom and dad can be married and then all of a sudden we, get divorced, but now dad's new wife is living with us too? It's too much confusion. It's too much stuff that you're going to have to clear up. And the fact that we are trying to not so much normalize this situation, but I'm going to just go ahead and keep it real. The fact that we live in a world now where it seems like everything is okay and it seems like there is no structure, that is my biggest issue with society. We keep stamping everything off and say, it's cool, live your life, etc. But there still has to be some type of structure. There still has to be some type of actual standard that, you know, a household should have. A husband and wife, there you go. But a husband, a wife, and an ex-wife, opposite of heaven, no.
Okay. All right, Andy, give me your thoughts on this. You seem like you are pretty open-minded about it, like it would be cool.
I'm with Michael Beach. Number one, he said it's a rare situation, right?
Yeah, he already acknowledged that.
All the adults just sound like some mature individuals. That jealousy that you guys were talking about obviously doesn't exist if they making it work. Look, once again, it doesn't work for everybody, but shout out to them. Salute to them. Yeah, it might not be the normal. I get it. What works for you is not going to work for them, but it works for them. I don't think we should be over here dissing them. To your question earlier, 100% we've been taught. You know what I'm saying? It's always the man, the woman. It's the same thing with the whole LGBTQ situation. You feel me? It's always the man and the woman. You know what I'm saying? Now it's 3s and 4s. Look, whatever makes your home peaceful and it works for you, do it by all means.
Do you feel like, and this could be for either of you, and maybe we'll wait till, you know, on the other side, Chris. Maybe on the other side, Chris.
We hit our side.
Maybe on the other side we will talk about this. Can this judgment, can these rules that we live by, can that be unlearned? If we did learn by society, can that be unlearned? I gotta know. We gotta keep talking about this on the other side. You are listening to the Raw Report, and right now we've got news, traffic, and sports. Stay tuned.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? It's your girl Takara Williams here with Robin Ayers on the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580. If you ain't here, baby, hurry up.
More of the Raw Report with Robin Ayers when we come forward.
I'm Tyrese Wynn. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. A new report says black enrollment has dipped at several top colleges since the Supreme Court struck down affirmative action programs. NBC News says Amherst College, MIT, and Washington University in St. Louis are among the schools reporting a drop in black population since 2022. The Trump campaign is being ordered to pause the use of a song co-written by Isaac Hayes, who's black. Last month, the estate of Hayes threatened Trump's campaign with legal action if it did not stop using Hold On, I'm Coming. On Tuesday, a federal judge in Atlanta, Georgia, issued a ruling temporarily blocking Trump from using the song. And you can hear the presidential debate between Kamala Harris and Donald Trump on the Black Information Network Tuesday night. Then we'll have political analysis live right here at its completion. And in our latest exclusive Black Information Network poll, we're now less than 60 days away from Election Day. That's the latest. I'm Tyreek Wynn on your home for 24/7 News, the Black Information Network.
In the downtown LA 4-level, 101 northbound transition to the 110 northbound is still closed for a firefighting operation. A brush fire erupted near this connector road at the 4-level a short time ago. And the 101 northbound, you're slow from the East LA interchange up to the 4-level interchange. Another connector road problem in East LA, 60 westbound transition to the 5 northbound. It's an accident blocking lanes of this connector road, and you're backed up from Whittier Boulevard.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Blindster is a family-run business that began in 2010, and we've sold millions of custom blinds, shades, and shutters and received over 100,000 five-star reviews. Don't hire an expensive pro. Do it yourself and save big at Blindster.com.
Is this the time? This is the KBLA Sports Minute with Ray Richardson.
In 2 days, we'll have an idea of how good the Chargers and Rams might be this season. Both teams open the 2024 NFL regular season on Sunday. The Chargers are at home against the Las Vegas Raiders. The Rams will be in Detroit. The Jim Harbaugh era officially begins on Sunday. A lot of folks are counting on Harbaugh to improve on the Chargers' 5-12 finish last season. Expectations are a little higher with the Rams. They were a playoff team last season in what was supposed to be a rebuilding year. The number one objective for the Rams is to keep quarterback Matthew Stafford healthy. A full recap on the Chargers and Rams on Monday. Tomorrow night at 7 here on KBLA. Join me and my co-host Neil Scarborough for Out of Bounds. 60 minutes of sports talk and insights with some flavor. You're welcome to join the conversation at 1-800-920-1580. No debates, no speculation, just the info you need. That's your KBLA Sports Minute. I'm Ray Richardson. More news, opinions, and conversation when we come forward on KBLA Talk 1580.
Follow the leader. KBLA Talk 1580. Follow the leader.
If you're not following KBLA Talk 1580 on all of our socials, then you're missing out. Download our app and find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and on the web at KBLA 1580.
That's right.
Again, you can find all of our socials at KBLA 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
By the way, if you miss any of our weekday shows in real time, you can always catch up by checking out the podcast of your favorite shows at your leisure. At KBLA Talk 1580, we've got your black.
Got your black.
Keep following the leader.
Oh my God. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader.
If you say you care about the community, you have to also care about the climate. We're KBLA Talk 1580, and we've got your black. KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminding you that we keep us safe. Pro Football Hall of Famer and urban peace pioneer Jim Brown believed in just that. So he founded the Amera I Can Foundation for Social Change in 1988, focusing on at-risk and high-risk youth in underserved schools and juvenile detention facilities, as well as adult incarceration and reentry initiatives. The core of the Amera I Can program is its 15-chapter life skills curriculum. Mastery of these skills allows individuals to meet their academic potential, conform their behavior to acceptable societal standards, and improve the quality of their lives by equipping them with what they need to confidently and successfully contribute to society. Today, the foundation is led by its president, Monique Brown, who has been actively involved in the organization for more than 25 years. The Amera I Can Foundation continues its work in memory of its founder, actor, philanthropist, and NFL legend Jim Brown. To get involved or make a donation, please visit AmeriICanCommunity.partners. That's AmeriICanCommunity.partners. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the third time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. mycomputercareer.edu. Financial aid is available for qualified students, including the GPL.
This is KBLA Talk 1580. Talk radio. That's music to your ears. We're unapologetically progressive. KBLA Talk 1580. Keeping you informed about what's really going on.
Who's got next?
And what not to miss in entertainment. You're listening to the Rob Report on KBLA Talk 1580.
The Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580. Andy, don't miss another one. Understanding is what I need. Yes. According to Michael Beach, that's what he needs. This man is living under one roof with his entire, blended family situation, and we're having that discussion right now. And we were Andy. You want to pick up where we left off?
Yeah. I just want to say this. It's 2024, right? Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of things going on socially that we're not really used to, right?
Yep.
But here at KBLA, we're unapologetically progressive, right? And I just think that a lot of the things that might be uncomfortable and something that you're not used to, this is the progression of life. And you know what? One thing I've learned in my almost 40 years of living, you're not going to understand everything.
Yeah.
And I think you gotta sometimes just roll with the punches and just kind of live life. Like, you know what? That's a situation, that's a circumstance that I will never, ever understand. And you know what? It's okay.
Andy, give yourself a beer. I like that, Andy. I like that. Let me tell you why. We've asked for, days from before we were living, ancestors. We look back and we're like, oh my goodness, look at all the things that our ancestors had to deal with, and we don't understand why everybody else couldn't understand, right? We never understood that. And even if you don't necessarily agree on something, or you say that doesn't work for me and my lifestyle, this is how I try to approach life just in general. I just try to be open-minded because, like you said, Andy, one day I'm going to have to get with the program. I'm going to have to get with the program on different things, and that's going to be the way that life is. And so I've never wanted to be one of the people who is just, my feet are, unless it obviously goes against my morals or something, but my feet are set in stone and the line has been crossed and I won't understand just because I have kids. One day I pray I have grandkids, and I'm going to watch these generations go on. Things will change. Society will develop. We will evolve as a people, and things will be not as I'm used to. So I have to be understanding, perfect song, about certain things like this. My question was on the other side, and this goes for maybe both of you. Chris, do you feel like because jealousy, we talked about that, it's probably hard to live under the same roof, because maybe even if that was your ex and you say, okay, we're no longer together, just naturally there are these innate feelings that we have, jealousy being one, that I believe are learned behaviors. Some of it I believe are learned behaviors. Can we unlearn that, or do you feel like that will forever be kind of a standard?
It will forever be a standard because we're human, and humans are going to have jealous tendencies. Situations like, Michael Beach is talking about, there is no way that anybody can convince me that if you are living under one roof, you as a husband and you with your new wife and your ex-wife, it's going to be hard for me to believe that there isn't going to be some type of jealous tension in there at some point. It's just hard for me to believe it.
I came across a post recently that said there are no rules. There are no rules in life, really. Rules are man-made. Who said that is the way that it's supposed to be? Who talked about that? I mean, even I know the construct of monogamy, we all live that rule. It is a rule. It is an unspoken rule. It's a learned, rule. First of all, y'all, I am not trying to be a proponent of polygamy. I don't get down with that. I'm just saying, because I too am in a monogamous relationship, but I'm just saying probably because that is what society has told us is the norm. But do you feel like well, no, Chris can't answer this question, because Chris, you do feel like rules.
Yes, I can. Come on. I'm a part of the show.
Are you sure? Because Chris, the thing about you, and I rock with you, Chris, I really do. But you be like, your foot, your line in the sand runs very deep, sir. You are like, this is what I feel, and you have a hard time, it seems as though, looking at things from a different perspective. So I guess my question that I will ask is, do you feel some rules can be broken, maybe not are meant to be broken, but can be broken just for the sake of how you feel and going against the grain of what society says should be true?
Well, I'm not going to be a hypocrite. I've broken several rules, particularly in this media space at times, and I've loved every single minute of it. But that's in the industry. That's when I'm working, first of all, Andy, that was very disrespectful what you just did, okay? That was very disrespectful, but you should totally do it again at some point. That was really dope. Now, like I'm saying, all right, I understand there is rules that have to be put in place. That's how this world operates. So whoever came up with that post saying rules are just man-made, that's a bunch of BS, because guess what? There's rules to everything. As far as this situation is concerned, there has to be some type of structure. And I respect Michael. I, respect him as a man, etc. I just disagree with his choice. Is that a nicer way of saying what I said earlier so I don't get another siren that Andy just put on?
It wasn't just him, though. I mean, the ex-wife and the wife agreed with it, too.
Uh-huh.
I respect them, but I disagree with all of them involved in that situation.
Okay. So Chris ain't moving on it.
And it's funny because
At all.
That's the structure that they created for themselves, and it's working for them. The kids have understanding, and they're thriving.
Yeah. The kids have, I think that is that's one of the key things, is that the kids don't seem to be confused about this. In fact, 0 of you in the poll, in our YouTube poll, none of you think that it's about the kids, that the kids would be confused. None of you think that. 85% of you say absolutely not. 15% of you say there's nothing wrong with it. Doesn't that mean something, though, that so what I just heard from you, Chris, is you said, and they're wrong. You said you said they're wrong. So is it a wrong thing to, I saw a comment in here from Fahima that basically says, if it works for them, let it work for them, right? And if it doesn't work for you, just let it not work for you. Is it wrong? Should we judge that type just because they're not living under our standards? Should we judge that?
I'm not going to say we should judge it, but I've also believed in this. Just because everybody applauding it doesn't mean that it's right. Just because everybody is saying, just live your life, etc. Okay, yeah, that's great. Live your life. And if that's how you decide to live, go right ahead. But that doesn't mean that I don't have a right to an opinion to, especially when you put it on the internet, particularly when you're talking to somebody who is very headstrong and knows exactly how he feels about a particular situation.
All right. No response, Andy?
Once again, I'm just learning that, when it comes to constructs, social constructs, there's really not a right or wrong.
I'm just glad Andy didn't give me another voice like he did a couple of minutes ago. That was kind of dope, though.
Well, I guess we'll just land it right there. It is a very interesting, and as Michael Beach put it, a rare situation. It's just one that I won't look down upon that. I think, again, this day and age, we're seeing so many different things, and looking from. My goal is to look at things from different angles and not be judgmental about it. And I guess at the very end of the day, if I end up doing something with my own life, my choices, I don't want people looking at me, judging me for what I choose to do as an individual or as a family or whatever, for what I choose to do, even if it is simply going against the grain. We have Just K. I thank you. I see your comment. That's very sweet of you. Let's go ahead and get to Fahima, who is calling on the line. Hey to you, Fahima.
Yeah, I posted a comment in the comment section, and I'll preface it with the fact that people have to do what's right for them.
Sure.
And the thing is that if one doesn't agree with what somebody else,
wait, I'm sorry. Oh yeah. Okay. Say that again though, Fahima.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe it's on your end, Fahima. You can call right back, and I don't know what that was, but she can call right back, see if we can get her. I know Mimi said that she was going to try to call in as well. Looks like y'all have a lot to say in the comments. One of the comments that I saw said that you wonder if Michael Beach is paying his ex alimony. I don't know. I don't know their financial situations. And I have to admit, I've also not listened to the exes talk about their feelings on the matter. Again, like I said, they have talked about things on podcasts and things like that. But again, that's them. And it seems to be working for them. In fact, I'll take Will Smith and Jada Pinkett prior to all the entanglement stuff. Okay, so we'll take that type of situation, that as an example. So the two of them and their ex-wife, Cherie, who is a friend of mine as well. She is Will Smith's ex-wife. They share the oldest son together. And although they don't live together, they have created a very healthy situation where, again, some people could not get down like that. Some people could not be as friendly and go on holiday trips together, ex-wife and current wife and blended families. Some people could actually do that. And I personally think that those types of situations teach us. They teach us how you can do it, how you can get along. Again, that question that I had earlier about jealousy and if it could be unlearned, I think these are certain ways that we can look at situations and learn how to sort of unlearn it and, go for something new. Let's get Mimi on the line real quick. Hey, Mimi.
Hey, Robin.
Hi there. What are your thoughts on this whole situation?
Okay, we just got to call it like it is.
Okay.
The older kids are in their 30s, and the younger kids are children. Why is she there? Is he not paying alimony? Get her a condo. She can come over for dinner.
Why does it got to be negative, Mimi?
Okay.
They're in their 30s.
Yeah, well, this is true. That's true. But they do say that she had his ex-wife helps with the younger kids. So he travels a lot as an actor, as you guys heard in that clip. He'll go travel out of town, out of the country. And something's going on with the line, y'all. But he travels. So I guess it was helpful when he had his ex-wife helping out with the kids. So maybe it just turned into a great situation, a great family situation. I'm not too sure about it. When we come forward, we'll continue this conversation. I don't even know if we're going to get to Tyrese. I'm gonna see though. I'm gonna try to ask Chris Gunther one more time because Chris before wasn't having it. So we're gonna see if Chris Gunther thinks anything differently after we have that conversation. You are listening to KBLA Talk 1580. Stay there.
What's up, people? It's your boy Harmony H. Money Samuels, and I'm here on the Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580. What's up?
You're inside the Raw Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
To help combat climate change, LADWP is helping neighborhoods have better access to electric vehicles by awarding nearly $130 million in EV rebates to customers just like you. From big savings on used EVs to building new charging plazas, LADWP is charging ahead to help all Angelinos experience the benefits of EVs. Get rebates of up to $4,000 for a used EV and $1,750 for a charger. Learn more at ladwp.com/EV. That's ladwp.com/EV.
Looks like Bobby needs a ride again.
Grab the keys. Let's take our auntie to the swap meet. Grab the keys.
Whether you're giving rides or hauling gear, do it all in a Chevy SUV. Head to your local Chevy dealer, where well-qualified buyers get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Malibu, Colorado, Blazer, Equinox, Trailblazer, and Traverse limited models. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
1.9% APR for 36 months. Monthly payment is $28.60 for every $1,000 you finance. Example down payment 15.8% plus finance with GM Financial. Some customers may not qualify. Not available with lease and some other offers. Take new retail delivery by 7/1/24.
Hey, LA residents, it's planting season and the perfect time to get shade trees growing around your home. LADWP and City Plants are giving every resident up to 7 free trees. That's right, 7 free trees delivered right to your door. Trees are great for the environment, help improve air quality, and can help you save on your bill when you use less air conditioning to stay cool indoors. Learn more at ladwp.com/free trees. That's ladwp.com/free trees.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. Stay Housed LA has the resources you need to know your rights and the legal support to back them up. The COVID-19 pandemic has cost people their jobs and livelihoods. This has left an estimated 1/3 of households not being able to make rent and facing losing their homes. This is a fear no one in our community should have to face. You have rights, though, and Stay Housed LA is here to help. Stay Housed LA is a partnership between the County of Los Angeles, the City of Los Angeles, and local community and legal service providers. Together, they provide tenants with the information and support needed to exercise their rights so they can remain safely in their homes. Find out more about your rights by participating in a virtual tenant workshop. Get the legal assistance you need. Find additional resources in Los Angeles County and the City of Los Angeles. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA County for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. Stay connected to Stay Housed LA for updates. This and more at stayhousedla.org. That's stayhousedla.org. Or call their hotline at 213-694-0040. We've got your black with a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Giving you your daily dose of entertainment and celebrity news. You're inside the Robin Report with Robin Ayers on KBLA Talk 1580.
What an interesting yet wonderful conversation that we are having regarding Michael Beach, who is the actor that we all know and love from Soul Food, but he's an actor beyond that, trust and believe, who lives currently with his wife and their children, as well as his ex-wife. And y'all in the comments just don't seem to understand, or you seem like you will not get down like that. The question that I keep seeing, and Mimi, you said this when you called, and you're saying it here in the comments, that you think Michael should just get a condo nearby for his ex-wife and hire a nanny. But why do we look at this in a negative way? I guess that's the thing that I'm trying to uncover. It just so happens to be that KBLA is unapologetically progressive, but so am I. So am I as a human being. I am a progressive person. And so, I just like to, be progressive. I guess the thing that I'm not understanding is, why can't we just leave well enough alone? Like, I have a friend of mine who is, as a matter of fact, you guys remember Big Court. Big Court, he was here on the show. And big guy, muscles, tall, the whole thing, right? He says when people look at him, they automatically assume he's on some steroids or something. It couldn't be, oh, you look good and you did that by hard work and you've gone to the gym, you eat right every day. It can't be that, right? It's got to be something. It's got to be a gotcha or something like that. Similarly, that's how I look at the things that we're talking about, things in life. We always look at it like a gotcha. Like, maybe he's being too frugal. Maybe he can't afford, it's cheaper to keep her, that type of thing. Why can't it just be, it's a happy situation and it just works for everybody, and it's possible we could learn from it? Chris, I turn it over to you. How come?
I think one of the biggest reasons is because, we live in such a time where once somebody already has their mind made up, regardless of, trying to be more open-minded, etc., once they're already made up in that regard, it's very hard for them to transition out of it. I know I'm guilty of it myself. Like, I openly have said some stuff on this platform that I 1,000,000,000% meant, and I still do. But I also understand that, it's nice to evolve as a person, and it's nice to evolve as time goes on, because evolution is the key to life.
Yeah, 100%. Penny Thompson says people who live in glass houses can't throw stones. If this situation works for them, so be it. I guess that's the thing. I stay very closely tied to what I said earlier, which is, it's okay if it doesn't work for your situation. I can't see somebody from my husband's former life coming to live with us, but it's not
Absolutely
that,
not.
But it's also not that he doesn't have children with anybody else. We're in a very, very different situation. I guess I'm just saying, I'm just not sure why it's got to be some negative, even when there's proofs. Going back to Big Court, there's proof that the man works out. Like, he shows videos of him working out. And even when people see proof, like they're listening to the two women in Michael Beach's life say, we're good. We actually love it here. You know what I mean? We're good as a whole family, and we're close. The two wives have gotten closer in his absence when, the former wife was helping out with the kids. They've become friends, and it just works. So there's proof, and we're still questioning it. We still, don't want to get down with it. All right. That's all I have on that. Y'all just seem like you are just not having it, okay? And the one thing I'll say, though, is what I do try to bring to the show, and Chris, you just told me recently that you've been with the Rob Report now for a whole entire year. So first of all, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Being a contributor for a year now, I think is pretty awesome. But you should know now more than ever that when we do bring topics to the show, it is, of course, they're hot topics, they're trending topics or whatever. And, the goal really is to look at things from different angles and try to look at it and not judge it and be progressive and just try to talk about how we can learn from it as a community, not judge things. So that's more what these conversations are about. Again, I'm walking away from this conversation thinking ain't no way that I'm gonna ever be in a situation like that. So I get it, I understand it, but I'm also not judging it. And I think that it's cool because it works for them. I think it's cool. I don't think it's wrong of them. I don't judge them for it. So I guess that ultimately is what I wanted to say about the actual show and this particular topic. So looks like all of you agree. Yep. Chris, it's always a pleasure to have you here on the Rob Report. Thank you so much for joining us today. Let everybody know where they can hang out with you and, learn about more of what you got going on online.
Be sure to follow me on all social media at Chris Gunther. Check out my website, The Chris Gunther Show. And you can catch your boy back on the Raw Report on KBLA Talk 1580. Peace and love, sis. God bless.
Peace and love. God bless you as well. You guys, it is Friday. That means you either about to relax or turn up. One of the two. Whatever you choose to do, I hope you remain safe. Stay hydrated if you are in LA, because it ain't no joke. But I'll tell you what, even hotter if you're in Los Angeles, it's hot, but it's even hotter in the San Fernando Valley. Y'all keep cool out there. That's all I'm saying about that. Y'all keep cool. Forrest Harrison says, I'm sure Mr. Beach has a very large, roomy piece of property to where everyone is comfortable and can stay out of his way if need be. I agree. Sorry we were not able to get into that Tyrese conversation. Maybe we'll pick it up next week. Monday, we have a wonderful interview that I'm looking forward to bringing to you guys, an artist who will be with us Monday. Tuesday, we are not here. It'll be a preempted show. Actually, we will be having the presidential debate. We will have the presidential debate. So I won't be here Tuesday. Just giving y'all a heads up about that. Today, you are going to get the best of Zoe Williams, okay? The best of Zoe Williams. You guys, I truly hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Meet me right back here on Monday. I appreciate you all. I'm Robin Ayers. And remember, today and every single day forward, be a blessing.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.
I'm Tyreek Wynn. Here's the latest on the Black Information Network. A new report says black enrollment has dipped at several top colleges since the Supreme Court struck down affirmative action programs. NBC News says Amherst College, MIT, and Washington University in St. Louis are among the schools reporting a drop in black population.